It's another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, and I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation, and you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? In case you've forgotten, in the Commish. Coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Where is that, might you ask? Well, let me give you the directions in case you have forgotten. Just down the street. 2 houses to the right. Ask Joe. He's always at the corner. Maybe behind the bush, but he's in the vicinity of the corner. Ask that man, he will point you in the right direction. Make sure you slip him a little something, something. Past the house with the boarded up window. Take a left. Down that deep, dark alley. Down at the end, where there is no light. Where the rodents are afraid to go. Is a little place we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. I am the Commish. Training camp is underway. And Raider football is back, baby. We got actual pads on. There are not just guys out there practicing in t-shirts and shorts. We've got pads on. Grown men are hitting each other. There's actual physical contact. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. It's what we have all been waiting so long for. Raider football. So I thought I timed my return about right. It's training camp. And tell you what, over the past several weeks, there have been so many hot topics, it's been hard to keep myself away. So, I'm starting off the return week of the official Raider Reaction webcast with basically back-to-back Raider Nation reports, as you will get myself for a solid 60 minutes tonight, as well as our standard standing show on Tuesdays, which is the Raider Nation report. You might even get in WTF tonight. We'll see. But let's get right into it, because obviously the topic du jour that's on the lips of every member of Raider Nation: what the hell's up with Khalil Mack? Why haven't we signed Mack? When are we going to sign Mack? What's up with Mack? Pay the Mack. Pay the man. Obviously, in a perfect world, we want number 52. I want number 52. Hell, the thought of never being able to rock my 52 jersey and cheer on one of the greatest defensive players I have ever seen in my career, it's beyond fathomable for me. And I honestly don't think it's going to happen. Now, I've been saying, those of you that have watched the show, follow the page, know I've been saying for quite some time, until we get to week 1 and Khalil Mack ain't out there when the first defensive snap happens, then I'm fucking concerned. The temperature's gonna go up a little bit as preseason progresses if he's not there, but I'm not ready to freak out just yet. Because like I said, Donald is the key. Aaron Donald is the key. Khalil Mack and his agent sat down before the season, and they had one goal and one goal in mind. And that was to make Khalil Mack the highest paid defensive player in the league. Period. Point blank. That was the number one goal. Sitting in the meeting, Khalil, what should we go? I want to be the highest paid player. I mean, done. It's the only goal they probably wrote on the board. Highest paid player. Now, you've watched other guys get signed in the offseason. There's another gentleman who, if you were having an argument sitting in a bar, and that douchebag happened to be, a Rams fan, but he would say Donald is one of the best defensive player in the league. You could make that argument for him, as you could make that argument for Khalil Mack. Although Khalil Mack has the hardware. A prior defensive player of the year. So it's kind of like a staring match right now. Because whoever blinks first is going to be the one that sets the mark, and the other one's going to get paid just a little more. So, Mr. Donald don't want to sign yet. Mr. Mack don't want to sign yet. Because they know whichever one goes first, they're going to get a little more cheddar. That's where we're at right now. It's down to business. You would be surprised. The fact that the report came out that John Gruden has had no communication whatsoever with Khalil Mack is probably a little bullshit, but a little fact as well. Gruden came out, tried to diffuse, basically said, I talked to him right when I got the job, but, since negotiations are going on, not since. Paraphrasing, obviously. So, to think that Mack himself is sitting in a room hashing this out. No. There's a reason these agents get paid what they get paid. This is their time this is their Super Bowl. This is everything they've worked for. This guy represents Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is in the 5th year of his rookie deal as a number 1 freaking pick. Do you know what that means? This agent is sitting on a payday like he might not never ever see from another client. Khalil Mack is about to get paid, and this dude's percentage is about to get him fat paid as well. So right now, it's that guy. He's standing up there. He's at the plate. It's the agent that's on both sides. This is what they've been setting up for since they signed these guys. They're like, holy shit, man. He made all the way to his 5th year. He's a defensive player of the year. The guy's a statistical phenom. Man, I'm just going to sit back. They're going to come to me, baby. So it's strictly down to business at this point. Khalil Mack made about 2.2 over the first 4 years on average. Over the first 4 years. Think about that for a second. Now, with the new collective bargaining agreement that came out a few years back, it set the new rookie precedent. Because we all know the kind of shit that used to happen before. I don't even need to mention number 2. I don't even need to mention his name. We don't mention his name here. But because of shit like that is the reason why we have the rule that Khalil Mack and the other guys are under now. Is where you can't just get fat ass paid coming right out of college. You got to work through that first deal. That's just the way it is now. Now you can earn that fat paycheck, which is where Khalil Mack is at right now. Now, if they make it right with Khalil Mack right now, we do not have to face the ugliness that will be what ensues next season. Because if you think this shit is down and dirty, wait till you get to next year when you ain't got Khalil Mack under paper at all. Period. We don't get him signed this season. And he's going to show up. Trust me. Khalil Mack is in his prime, and he's going to show up when it's time to play. He's under contract, and he's going to show up. He's not going to take that detriment or that hit upon his career. No way. He may try to drag it a game or two, but he's not going to sit out. He's not going to sit out. No way. Absolutely not. But what happens is if he doesn't sign, he does play, now what are we staring at? Next season. Now, you got the franchise tag staring you right in the eye. Now, you don't have to go back very far in history to see how the franchise tag worked out when the Redskins were leveraging on Kirk Cousins. When you have a guy who can possibly be a leader for your franchise and you try to leverage him by not giving him a contract and stringing him along year to year, you do nothing but piss said player off, and as soon as that leash is gone, so's he. So, the safe bet, if it's the player like Khalil Mack that you want to keep for the long term, is you lock him down now. You lock him down now. Because the longer you wait, the longer you damage and bruise the relationship between you and the player. Because, they're all young men, early 20s, mid 20s. I mean, these guys are wanting to know that they're taken care of. They're going out there and laying their physical being on the line for you 16 Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, what have you, a year. And they want to know that they're going to be taken care of. So that's really what it comes down to. It's going to be interesting to see how they maneuver this contract in order to pull the money off to make it what you're going to need to sign Khalil Mack. It's very interesting to see what the benchmark may be if Donald goes first. Who's going to blink first? One of them. The other's going to get just a little more. That's what it's come down to. Everybody else has went now. Now you got the top two. The two big guys that you were talking about at the beginning of the offseason. And they're still there. Because the other hadn't blinked yet. Like I said. I said it months ago. Am I shocked that there's a holdout? Fuck no! This holdout started how damn long ago? This holdout started at OTAs. This holdout started a long time ago, man. We knew, Khalil Mack, you weren't going to see him at any activity until there was ink to paper. This was not a shocker. Nobody should have been shocked by all the bullshit, the 247 stories, the fucking something up, what all the other bullshit, fucking clickbait articles. You shouldn't have been surprised by, oh, Mack's holding out. No shit. Mack's been sitting at home. He's not coming to camp until he has paper. Ink to paper. When that happens, Khalil Mack will be there. And I'm telling you, I honestly believe Khalil Mack will be there, contract or not, when season gets here. He's not going to sit out and miss any time. Once the season rolls around, he's going to go out. He's going to show what he is. He's going to show out. And then he's going to want even more money. Yeah, Derek Carr's even had Khalil Mack over to his house. Playing, basketball in the pool or something. They said they never even talked contract. Like I said, Mack, it's not Mack's job to talk contract. He has that conversation with his agent. Agent goes and does the work for client. It's business, baby. It's just business. Just like the Raiders going to Vegas. That's business too. That's a conversation for another day. I don't feel like getting into that shit. Now, the other biggest story right now is obviously what? Injuries. Injuries. Already, we're days into training camp. And I'm having to eat crow. Possibly already? On Garyon Connolly? Man, I'm on the record. He would be our number one. Our number one corner by week 4. He's going to be a starter, I said right out of the gate, but I thought he would be our number one. But here he is. 1 day of training camp in 2 seasons. Out for weeks with a hip strain. All that talent, no durability. We've seen it before. Hey, I was a big DMC fan. But it's turned from Run DMC to McFragile. I'm still on the Garyon Connolly hype train. But I tell you what. I don't like seeing this kind of pattern start to occur. So I hope this is just a coincidence that it happened again. And I'm hoping it's just precautionary that they're holding him out for this extra time. That's all I can say. Now, how the hell do we end up with a Chokers fan in here knowing good and goddamn well your asses are on the kiddie table, firmly planted permanently? Firmly. Little chokers. Shut the hell up. I'm concerned a little about Connolly, but not overly. Not overly. I want to say this is precautionary, but then again, isn't that what I said last season? Oh, they're just being precautionary with the shin splints. And then what? We see him like a handful of plays the rest of the damn season, and they shut him down. That was the end of it. Now, not only has Connolly been bitten by the injury bug, but you had another guy. Oh, you know what? Thank you all, man. I got in my groove there. It's been a while since I've been on, and thank you, each and every one of you, new and old. It's your first time watching. If you want coming back, thank you, each and every one of you, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, new and old, my band of pirates. I'd be nothing without you. I'd be talking to the wall. And damn it, I was looking forward to tonight's show. It's been a long time coming. And the season is here, man. The season is here. We got a lot of freshness planned for you throughout the season. Of course, we're going to take care of you for the preseason. Although, you can actually catch most of the preseason games are going to be televised live because the Raiders got that hype and that pop because Gruden's the coach now, so we get a little extra airtime. But for those of you who don't get it, those of you who may be trapped at work, those of you who may be serving our country off somewhere where you're not able to watch that game, oh yeah, you know we got your back. But we got to be a little sneak because, we're not getting the page shut down over some bullshit. So here's what we're going to do. Shh. We've got these little things we like to call rave pages. So we've already made quite a few. So you got to follow the Raider Reaction page. Because when it's time, about 10 minutes out from kickoff, we will post the link to said rave page, which will have streamed live your Raider game. So you can watch it wherever the hell you are. And then, once the game's over, we will not even post it, we will delete it, and then delete the page, and it's gone. And then we'll move on to another one, and then another, and another. Because we are pirates. And I feel it's our duty to get the game to the farthest reaches for every damn Raider fan to be able to watch it and enjoy it. Because last season, we were able to get it to Afghanistan, to a group of soldiers watching it. We were able to get it to all different reaches of the country. It was insane. And it really put Raider Reaction on the map. So even though we're going to try to be held down this season, we're going to work our way around it. So just follow the page, and we will navigate you to your Raider football. We will not be denied. We will not let the man hold us down. There, Zuckerberg. All right. So one and all, thank you, my band Pirates. We thank you for joining us, because we always appreciate any second you spend with us on Raider Reaction. Any second. Any second. Now, speaking of injury bug. Now, I already was on the record, actually myself and the captain were both on the record, for thinking that Jalen Richard was not going to make the cut. That it was going to be Marshawn Lynch, Doug Martin, and DeAndre Washington. We thought Chris Warren III was going to be the fourth. We were both in agreement, pretty much all the way through the offseason, that DeAndre Washington and Jalen Richard, one would make it and one wouldn't. Well, it looks like we're possibly maybe correct in that, but it looks like one may exit possibly by injury. As Jalen Richard is down with the calf strain, saying he's going to miss a couple weeks, and that could just be enough to help him out the door. When you look statistically and compare him and DeAndre Washington, Richard has a little more yards total. The average is very similar. But the one glaring statistic that sticks out between the two is Richard puts the ball on the ground considerably more than DeAndre Washington. To me, they're both the same type player. I've seen the ceiling of both. You can argue which is a little better, but are they that much different? You've seen them for seasons now. Has either one stood out to you and been like this breakout superstar? No. And they've both had equal opportunities. They've both had shining spots and spurts here and there. But that's been it. You've seen as good as you're going to get out of either one. So you don't need to keep both. Richard puts the ball on the ground, and he's come up gimp a little bit in this season. If he doesn't come around healthy quick, he'll be on the chopping block. And Raymond beat me to it. Because, Raymond's he just wanted to drop that Iowa boy name. You know he did. Hey, what's up? Sin Santana watching with us on YouTube. We are simulcast on our YouTube channel, Hardcore Challenge Live Studio Webcasts, as well as our Facebook page, Raider Reaction. Subscribe, follow, like. But make sure you do go subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we do have a special contest and a very special show that's going to be starting soon, exclusively, only live on our YouTube channel. So go check it out. All of our shows are archived there, so you can go watch all the old stuff if you happen to miss something. Everything is archived there in its own playlist, broke out by each individual host, as well as the official Raider Reaction webcasts are all stuck in their own special playlist. I stream every damn night, 5 nights a week. Because if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Now, of course, like I said, tonight's a little extra special show because I've been off for a while. But I'm back because the season's on. So, typically your Monday night is myself and Big Sexy Big L sitting right here next to me with Ghost of the Post every Monday. Tuesday, you get the Raider Nation Report, a solid 60 minutes with yours truly. Every Wednesday, Ghost of the Post. Wednesday edition, League edition, as we break it down, make all of our predictions every week for the upcoming games. Thursday, it's the Raider Nation Ricochet, as I'm joined in studio by the one, the only, the Black Pirate, Captain Jack Rackham. And then on Friday, as it is every Friday on Raider Reaction, even in my absence, I still held it down on Fridays, because every Friday on Raider Reaction is what, ladies and gentlemen? You know what it is. Black Friday. Every Friday is Black Friday, and we dust off a Raider classic from the Raider archives every Friday and bring you a classic game, start to finish, because there ain't nothing better than end your week on a Friday night, kick back and chill, watch the Raiders whip some ass, because the Raiders always win on Black Friday. We've been holding it down on Black Friday for over a year now, and it's kind of a cult thing, so we got to keep it going. Black Friday last week was carrying over 150 live viewers and had over, I think, like 5,000 views while it was live. So that's what we like, man. Raider Nation coming, hanging out, chill, converse, watch a classic game, watch the Raiders whip some ass. Then, of course, in season, we got our live halftime show, our live post-game show, and we even got a special pre-game show in the work. But shh, we can't tell you about that just yet because that's a secret. That's a secret project in the works. So we got all kinds of flavor for you coming for the season, because our mission is still the same as it was when we started on March 20th, 2017. It's still the same. To paint the world silver and black. And we need your help to do that. So, same Raider time, same Raider channel, Monday through Friday, right here. You got the official Raider Nation Report. Now, we will have some other shows. We got our Raiderette show coming back with Raiderette Silver Sunshine and Angry at Trask. Angry is going to be on other shows. We got Ariel is going to be bringing live footage from the Vegas site. Plus, we've added a bunch of new members. We got Raider Ortiz. We got Kevin. We got Lori, Popeye. We got a mad team that we put together for this season. Big L, Captain Jack. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So please follow the page, share it up. And plus, We got some raffles and some other fun stuff coming up too. We're going to give away Raiders Slag like we always do. So, you know how we do. Keep it up. Check out the Reaction Shop. Get you a t-shirt. Go get you one. But we're going to give some out too. Now, back to the running back situation. With Richard out, that leaves 3. That leaves 3. So that means we had to go get somebody. We went and got James Butler, undrafted running back from Iowa, to fill the gap. Because you can't have 3 running backs in camp. Chris Warren III is out. He's banged up as well. Richard's out for weeks. So that means we only got 4 really active in camp. JD, it's looking, it's positive on him being back. I haven't heard anything super to the contrary on CW3 either. I prefer to call him Chris Warren III, because if you're the 3rd, you got to say it with like a cool ass accent like that, because I mean, you're the 3rd. I'm serious. Chris Warren III. I mean, you kind of have to, don't you? It's like required. So, it's a little question about the 4th, because I really thought the 4th was going to be Chris Warren. I thought he was the project for this season. I thought he was the future. Kind of like, you know, we've tried other guys there. It just hadn't seemed to work out. What's up, Popeye? Kicking it up there on the YouTube. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Alexander, he's, along with Mac, is the other did not report. And I think we're going to end up cutting bait with that guy. I think that's not a long discussion. I don't think that's a long discussion at all. Obviously, Mac is, you know, we spent the first 20 minutes talking about Mac. We don't need to get back into that. Now, as you've seen over the past few days in training camp, they had the alumni weekend. And how freaking cool was that, man? Did you guys get a chance to check out some of the footage? We have a bunch of it posted to the page if you haven't. But it is a very, very cool thing. No other team in the league really embraces the alumni and our past and our history, kind of like the Raiders do. I mean, that's kind of something I think that sets us apart from other franchises, fan bases, organizations, well, what have you. The whole mix. That's what makes it kind of the Raider Nation. And I just think it's very cool. Very cool. That they embrace those guys, invite them all. I mean, what was there like? There's like 150 alumni or something like that. It was insane, the amount of old Raiders players that were there, and you know, to have them all there with Gruden, getting them all pumped up, and just the atmosphere. Man, I'm jealous. I wish very badly I could have been there for this training camp. That, man, bums me out that I missed this one. Because this is kind of a historic camp. This could be the return. This could be the final chip in the return for greatness. This could really be it. This could really be it. This could be the final in the return for final missing piece. Because I believe Khalil Mack and Derek Carr were the 2 building blocks that we can build this whole team around. I believe Mack will get taken care of, and we'll be fine. It's not going to get crazy, but we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Mike Johnson's calling for a 12-4 season. I have my preseason prediction at 11-5. I will give my official prediction right before the season starts. But I'm sitting at 11-5 right now. I've worked my way through the schedule. And what I really, really liked, what I liked the best was the way the first 6 games laid out. The Rams game, to me, the week 1 game, is by far the toughest out of the first 5. We take that game at home, and then you go on the road to the Donkeys. Winnable game. Then you go on the road to play the Fish in Miami, South Beach. We'll be there live, setting up shop, right there like we were last season. So make sure you're down there, the big tailgate party. Oh, we'll be kicking it right there with the Orlando Raider Nation, South Florida Booster Group. We will be down there kicking it. First 3 games, get by the first one at home. 2 very winnable games on the road. Then what? You get to come home and play the Browns. The Browns? Followed by going and basically playing a home game in LA against the Chokers. That's 5 games that you can make a very strong argument that you can come away with the W. Is that 5-0? Is that 4-1? Is that 3-2? Any one of those scenarios is a decent start to an NFL season. And then we play the Seahawks in London. I don't like our chances against the bitch pigeons on the trip across the way. We haven't had a lot of success. That's where I think we get our first loss. My prediction is 5-1 through the first stretch. I think we come out hot, we win the big game on Monday night, and I think we ride it through the 4 winnable games and drop one in London going into the bye week. 5-1. All right. We got a Raider cheerleader ready to join the team. The Raider Reaction team up on, watching on our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, by the way, it is Hardcore Challenge Live Studio Webcasts. Because this is Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And all of the webcasts that happen inside of here, not only the ones that are Raider Reaction and Raider related, but that are football related and all others, they are all in their own special playlist there. So you get all the flavor that you didn't even know existed. Because this isn't my only show. I'm a busy guy. I'm a busy guy. Now, you guys, I can't believe the first night back and you've called Steve Juice already. You've already called Steve Juice. I can't believe it. I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed in you guys. I mean, over the past month, I've managed to get him away and back to where he belongs. I thought he was back. But, yeah. Hot Neil coming out right out of the gate. And this is what we get. This is what we get. This is what we get. Now, reports out of camp are that Derek Carr has been given the green light to start making some audibles and calls at the line. So I'm not opposed to, with a little regard. There's a fine line to walk when you start handing over the play calling. Yes, I want my quarterback to be able to make quick decisions at the line if he sees blitz packages, if he blah, blah, blah. Mac. Come on, we spent the first 20 minutes of the show on Mac. We've passed Mac. If you want to hear about how I feel about Khalil Mack, afterwards you can go back and watch the first 20 minutes. Now, I hope you're right, Mike. I hope he can start to be that cerebral type quarterback. I really hope you're right on that accord. I hope he can make the calls at the line of scrimmage and dice up a defense like Manning was doing in his prime. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, listen, I've got nothing but positive things to say about Derek Carr. My only knock on Carr, I guess, it's not even his killer instinct, because he has it and I've seen it. So it's not even that at all. It's, I don't know how to say it without just coming out and saying it. Does he have that grab a guy by the face mask and motherfucker a guy? You motherfucker! Let's go! Does he have that in him? Does he have when it's down and dirty and it's time to lay it all on the line? Does he have that in him? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Yes, he's got all the talent. He has all the intangibles. He has everything else. But when it's down and dirty, man, when you got to go on the fucking road and it's fucking 40 below and the wind chill is freezing your ass because you're a West Coast fucking team and you don't travel well and you're in the cold and you're down and you need 6 points and there's 1 minute left and your fucking team's giving up on you, is he the guy that can grab the team and say, motherfucker, let's go? Is he that guy? Because that is the guy I think we need to lead the team. I think that is the type of guy that can get us to a Super Bowl. And that's the last little... Man, I've seen Derek Carr turn it all the way up. I've seen him turn it all the way up to 10. But you got to turn it up a little bit more when it gets into playoff time. Hey, we can all sit here. Well, I love DC as much as the next, man. He met my son at the Pro Bowl, gave him an armload of free stuff, freaking autographs. And, I mean, DC is a stand-up dude as a stand-up guy can get. He human being-wise, I can't say a damn bad thing about the guy. But when it comes to on the football field, he's got to show me. He's right there. He's standing at the threshold of being in that next tier of quarterbacks. Whether you start to talk about him in the Aaron Rodgers, the Shady Bradys, where you start to talk about him in the upper echelon. He's right there. But you know what? One playoff appearance, no playoff wins. And baby, that's freaking statistics. And numbers don't lie. Stats are stats. And numbers don't lie. So this has to be the season. Last season, we put every tool he should have needed in his toolbox. But we gave him crappy coordinators, a coach that didn't have control of the team, and there's just a lot of turmoil. Well, we gave you all the tools last year. We saw we screwed up on the coaches. Now we fixed all of that. So now we've given you the staff and the coaching staff, and we've spared no expense. Now, listen, man, Mark Davis catches as much shit as any guy around. I mean, the guy's got a haircut like a fucking joker. I mean, he's a walking punchline. And, of course, the move to Vegas, and, everybody hates the guy. But you know what? I like something about an owner who will go out, sees his team has the talent, is right there on the edge of possible greatness, and says, you know what? That's the fucking coach I want, and I'm going to go get him, and I don't care how much it motherfucking costs. Because that's the coach I want to lead my team into the future and return us to greatness. And you know what? Goofy fucking haircut or not, that's the type of motherfucking owner I want. Because he's ready to spin the cheddar and put his money where his mouth is. Because there ain't a lot of owners that'll do that. There's not. He's willing to put his money where his mouth is. So that means a lot to me. So funny haircut or not, Mark Davis, it's all business. When it comes down to the paper, it's just business. He wanted him. He went and got him. So here you go. We saw we had the core. We gave you all the tools last season to fill in the holes from 2016. Didn't have the coaching staff right. Now we got that right. And we've added the rookies in to fill in the holes that you've needed. We've brought in some free agents. If you can't step back and see that the 2018 Oakland Raiders are a possible Super Bowl contender, a definite possible playoff team, then you are insane. Ass clowns like Colin Cowherd that are saying we're going to come in last in the division? Seriously? Patrick Mahomes, get out of here. Are you kidding me? Case Keenum. Case Keenum fleeced the freaking Denver Donkeys. Fleeced them. How the hell do you pay his ass for a half fucking season? Get the hell out of here. Insanity. Absolute insanity. I tell you what. I gotta turn a little fan on. It's hotter than a whore in church in here. But, must be all that fire. Now, injuries and Khalil Mack. Those have been the stories thus far of our training camp. So far, the fire at camp, the enthusiasm, the what you see as what's starting to build a team. Gruden's got the team fired up. The energy's there. I'm telling you. We have a chance this season. This could be the season. This could be the story. Man, don't make me give you my story theory. Because every season is a story. It's only one story. Because there's only one champion. You know, division champion, that's great. You know, conference champion, whoop-de-doo. Get that fucking trophy that you stick at the back of the fucking trophy case. You know, what's a fucking conference championship? What's a conference championship mean? You don't give a fuck about that trophy. That's just a trophy you get before the Super Bowl trophy. Oh, you send me gifts anytime you want. Now, it just doesn't matter. That's all that matters. So, hype for the season, man. I think we're going to shock some people too this season. I really do. That like I've said it before. You've all heard my theory. There's a story to every season. Do you not see the story already writing itself? Because what does every season end up in, Raider Nation? It ends up as an NFL Films, an America's Game. It's all wrapped up nice in a one little 60-minute special. They put fucking music to it. You got fucking orchestra playing. They got the autumn wind playing, you know. What have you. We watch them all off season. That's all we watch on NFL Network for the past 6 fucking months. Shit like that. You end up in a show like that. And that's all that's remembered. Nobody gives a shit who didn't win the Super Bowl in 1984. Nobody gives a shit who didn't win the Super Bowl in 1997. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the losers. Do you think anybody cares who won the AFC West in 1987? No. You don't get a trophy for that shit. It doesn't matter. It's just a statistic. You can use it in a bar argument. But that doesn't matter. All that matters is who wins the championship. Who's the story about? Everything else that happens in the entire season, all is wrapped in to the story and the twine of whoever ends up the champion. You go watch America's Game for last season. You go watch the summary of last season. What's it all about? Fucking Eagles winning their first goddamn Super Bowl. That's what the story is. It's not anything else besides the Eagles winning their first damn Super Bowl. Nick Foles back at quarterback. Now, us at Raider Reaction, we've tried to do our part by making sure with our, Eagles voodoo doll, who we've already impaled 3 times thus far this offseason, that there will not be a repeat of the Eagles in the Super Bowl. But that's the story. The story before that was what? Tom Brady fucking taking the collapse of the Falcons. That's the whole story was, Brady as fucking, Patriot land fucking slobs on him for again. Jesus Christ, disgust me. But that's your fucking story. Like it or not, that's your story. The voodoo doll, did you miss the voodoo doll? Dun, dun, dun. See, he's impaled in the heart. We got his shoulder. And of course, right in the brain as well. So, we pretty much covered. To make sure that he's taken care of. So, we want to make sure. Because Irvin, they're going to be using Irvin a lot different, Dan. That's why they're really hype. A lot of people are hype on Irvin this season because we're going to use him a lot different. But back to my story theory. Now, if you guys can't see the story laying out for the silver and black, can you not see the America's Game? You're now in 2019. You're kicking back. It's America's Game. The new America's Game's coming out. And it's all about the return of the Raiders. Chucky comes back. Leads the Raiders back to greatness. Unfinished business. What a badass story that will make. Everything else will just get forgotten. But that's really how it is. When it comes down to it, everything else that happens in a season is just a small detail, a chapter, a mere story in the storybook that is the champion of said season. There's only one story. Nobody gives a shit about the losers. In the infamous words of Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. And it's the damn truth. If you ain't first, nobody gives a shit. It only matters if you win. How much pride do you guys take in that 2002 ass whipping? I don't take a lot in that. Fuck that. I would rather not go to the damn Super Bowl than to see my team go and lose. I would rather not even go. I would rather not even go. And that's 100%. I would rather not go than see my team on the biggest stage in front of the world. I don't ever want to see that again. I would rather not go. I would rather not go. Now I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for joining me tonight on my return show, the official Raider Reaction webcast, Monday through Friday for the rest of the season. 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. I will be right here bringing the motherfucking fire. Then, of course, I'll be popping in on your weekends, too, because I'm live at halftime. I'm live at postgame. I'll be live during the preseason games. We just live all up in this piece. Me and the rest of the damn team. We about to give you a full frontal facial assault for the 2018 season. So be ready. Mission statement: paint the world silver and black. I'll be back tomorrow for the Raider Nation Report. A solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black. Join me. Until then, thank you, as always, new and old, my band of pirates. We appreciate any second you spend with us on Raider Reaction, and come spend some seconds with us tomorrow. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation!